Hey guys, what's up? Just want to start off by saying Happy Canada Day. And for all you NHL fans, we all know what that means. It's the start of the NHL Free Agency. I know I haven't covered sports that much, but I am a huge hockey fan. I'm a huge Toronto Maple Leafs fan, although sometimes that's been pretty disappointing. But nonetheless, I'm diehard. I'm never going to leave. I'm always going to be on the side of my Toronto Maple Leafs. So I just want to talk a little bit about today about some of the signings. It's not going to be like a whole league breakdown, but I'm just going to break down some of what the Leafs did today or what they didn't do. Um, and of course, it's only 3:45 here Eastern, so there's still time, and it's only day one. So this doesn't all have to be done today, so no reason to panic. We also have to focus on what we're going to do with William Nylander. I'm hearing he's pricing himself out. I'm hearing he wants $9.5 million per season, which, I mean, I think that's way too high. Um, I understand he had his best season, but he's horrific without the puck. He's one of the laziest players without the puck in the league. That doesn't warrant $9.5 million. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So, um, my suspicion is that they're going to end up moving him, um, which is what I've been saying that they should do for a few years now. Hopefully, the return is good. Hopefully, we get, some good defenseman because we need a better defensive core, especially on the right side. We only really have Morgan Riley as a top pairing defenseman. He needs help. Um, but anyway, let's get started here. So the Leafs started off the day pretty quickly signing Ryan Reeves. Now this is for 1.3 million for 3 years. I like this signing. He's Toronto's a city. It's a white collar city, but that they love blue collar players, and he's certainly a blue collar player. Um, you know, Not much mobility with him. You're not going to be able to move him up and down the lineup, but he'll be there on the fourth line to make sure that if you do anything dirty to the big boys, you're going to be held accountable for it. Um, some disappointing news. So the next two players I'm going to talk about were actually players who were really good for us in the playoffs, and that's Luke Schenn and Ryan O'Reilly. And unfortunately, they actually both were signed by the Nashville Predators today. So that's definitely not good news. I was hoping that we could keep both of them, but because Luke Schenn, I guess there was gaining interest, so he actually was able to garner 2.75 million for 3 years, which I think that's a bit of an overpayment, but he also did play very well in the playoffs. Ryan O'Reilly got 4.5 million for 4 years, which I think is probably what he deserves. He's still a really good player. He's getting up there with 32 years old, but he's still a very valuable player, and he's gonna do good for Nashville, I think. Um, so Freddie Anderson, a little bit about a former Leaf here. He's actually staying in Carolina at 3.4 million per year, and Connor Brown, another former Leaf who I also really liked, is going to the Edmonton Oilers to be reunited with his old junior buddy Connor McDavid. And that's a 1 year deal at $775,000 a year, which is a really good bargain for a player like Connor Brown. He's very good and he's very useful. He's a hard worker. So I think that's a good move by Edmonton. Um, Now the last thing I want to talk about, the last player I want to talk about, he's not signed yet, but he's the second player off the board, or on the second best player on the board. Um, is Tyler Bertuzzi. Now, we've been linked to him for years, and I would be ecstatic if we signed him because he's a perfect kind of guy. He's gritty, he's tenacious, he's a good offensive player. You can get to the front of the net, really gritty, has a lot of heart. He's a player that I would really like to add to this team. I think he could fit really well with Tavares, and whether that's with Nyes or whether that's with Matthews and Marner. But I think he would be a really good option. As soon as he does sign, I'm going to be making a video about that, and we'll break it down a little bit, and we'll see. And hopefully, he signs the deal with Toronto. That would be really nice. I'd be really excited about that. And definitely let me know in the comment section what you feel about Tyler Bertuzzi, or what do you think about the moves that we've made or haven't made yet? What do you think about trading Nylander? Should we sign him to that ridiculously high contract, or should we get rid of him and see if we can get like a really good return for him? Definitely let me know in the comment section what you like, or what you think rather. And definitely please don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, happy Canada Day.